Hey guys, today I'm going to show you this compound crossbow which I've made. This crossbow's got around a 60 to 70 pound draw weight. I fitted it with an optical air rifle scope with a ×4 zoom, and the air rifle scope's quite accurate. It fires these homemade bolts which I've made that have got duct tape fletchings and a wooden dowel shaft, and then they've got really sharp broad head tips. The bow limb is just made of fiberglass tent rods which I've recycled from an old fiberglass tent, and there's about 10 of them at the centre here, and then they get thinner as you go out so that it's got a tapered effect, so that then the ends bend more than in the middle. And this string is just some strong paracord, and the rollers which I've used for the compound part of the crossbow are just some pulleys which I bought from my local hardware store. The crossbow doesn't have any let off because it's just using pulleys and not cams, so I don't know whether that makes it a proper compound crossbow or whether it's just a crossbow with pulleys, but it doesn't really need pulleys because it's just a crossbow, not a bow. So this crossbow is just a prototype because the trigger mechanism isn't that good, because when you pull the trigger it just shifts the string off the notch by pushing up this piece of wood and dowel here, but unfortunately sometimes it's really hard to pull the trigger, and sometimes it can even miss the bolt even when it's held in place by this homemade metal arrow clasp. So this is just a prototype version, and I'm going to make a much better version of it with a how-to tutorial and a much better trigger mechanism, and I'm going to make the scope really accurate as well, and it's going to shoot these proper fiberglass crossbow bolts. But for now, let's see how the prototype version shoots. So now I'm going to show you how I load and shoot the crossbow. So first I put my foot in the stirrup, and then I bend down and grab the string with one hand, then pull it back and then grab it with the other, and then this is the hard part. I've got to pull it all the way back and onto the notch, and then once it's back the crossbow's loaded, and that was about a 70 pound draw weight and it's pretty hard to pull back. Then I grab the bolt which I've made, and this is just a homemade broadhead bolt, and it's got some duct tape fletchings. I can just load it under the arrow clasp here and then slide it all the way back so that the groove is just there, and then I can just point and shoot. The nice thing is that the arrow stabs really far and out through the back of the archery foam target. As you can see, the crossbow fires pretty powerfully. So now I've just gone and attached my GoPro camera, and I'm going to video in 1080p and also in some slow motion, and I've removed the scope and I'm just going to be getting it down the barrel view. So thanks for watching guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. Also stay tuned for when I upload the video of the updated crossbow and the how-to tutorial.